Hey friends, how you doing? This is a second look where I go back and reread a book that I've read before and give you my fresh perspective on it, and I might even do a re-review. I think I may have reviewed this book on this channel before, but this is Duke, number 4 from the Energon universe. It is a tie-in between G.I. Joe and the Transformers and Void Rivals, and they put out some great stuff. This was the first book that I got hip to myself personally. Duke, his solo series. Then after that, there was Cobra Commander, and then Scarlet. What else is there? There's a couple more Void Rivals. Of course, Destro, which I'm currently reading, and we have the G.I. Joe Mothership. These books are more of a prequel. To give a little backstory, Duke, he is the good soldier, but finds himself stuck in between some nefarious goings on and a mysterious entity that killed his friend. He saw something on a mission, some kind of humanoid robot that killed his friend, and he's been given the runaround by the government. And in this issue, he has already been captured by Sergeant Stalker, who is trying to keep a lid on the goings-on of what is happening. And he is being held with rock and roll and a mysterious dark-haired lady named Baroness. And they are being attacked by forces who we come to find out are Destros. I remember reading this. You saw glimpses of the big boss, but it was Destro in a way that I wasn't used to seeing him. And so I didn't realize it was Destro until the big reveal in this next book. Going back, you see glimpses, and it's like, oh yes, that is definitely Destro. You see the red suit, and like I said, you see glimpses. But I'm not used to seeing Destro, the arms dealer, in a red three-piece suit. I'm used to, the black get-up with the collar and the metal mask. And so I know it was a nice kind of surprise when I got the reveal in number 5. And at this point, there's some tension between Baroness and Duke. She shoots Major Blood to save them. Because, like I said, Destro's forces are attacking the compound and they are escaping. It's kind of like, enemies are forced to work together because, Sergeant Stalker and Duke and Baroness, they may be all on different sides, but right now they're being attacked by a force of mercenaries. And so they have to form, a temporary alliance just to survive. And there is trust between Stalker and Duke because he knows Duke and he's a stand-up guy. But Baroness, there is trepidation. And so that tension in that relationship is nice. And you have a lot of big action pieces. It moves very fast. Great action all throughout. And they make their escape, through some... They find some decommissioned vehicles and armament in the hangar where they were being held, and they get that going, and they escape using said equipment. And so that is fun. I'm sure that we're going to get some toys off the back of this. But this is a cool little shot right here. And yeah, this is, I've said it before when I've talked about the Energon universe that, Scarlet is more of an espionage James Bond story, while this is straight up action. If Scarlet is James Bond, this is very much Rambo. And, what he does is Duke uses, tracks the signal to Destro's compound. And it is time for the big showdown at the compound. He gets shot down on the way, but he survives. And as he is working his way through the compound, he is discovered and captured. And so this is the cliffhanger that we're leaving Duke number 4 on. This was one of my favorite books of this summer. Like I said, great action that comes off of the page. Um, a lot of times, I think in comic books, the action doesn't really have as much of an impact, and these big action pieces don't feel big. But this comic book feels big. The bright, vibrant explosions, the details and the character, and the way they express themselves through the art. This is just a very, very well put together comic book, and it's put together by Joshua Williamson, Tom Riley, and Jordy Belair. Williamson is the one who wrote it. Tom Riley is the artist. Kudos, Tom Riley. You did your damn thing on this book. And then what else? And then Russ Wooten is the letterer. So these guys did a great job. If you didn't get to check it out, hit up your local comic book store and see what you can get. I'm sure this will be released as a graphic novel or a trade paperback. But if you can, I highly suggest getting the individual books. And if you want to save a little bit of money on those individual books, go visit my friends at coffeeandcomic.com. Right now, for viewers of this channel, you can save 15% on your comic book purchase with code OLDNERDWY. So you get 15% off when you go purchase from their website. And if you're in the Huntington Beach area, you can walk in and say hi to Jeff yourself. So I'll see you guys next time. Until then, keep reading them books. I am out. Yo, Joe.